Okay, let's walk through this concept map. Now, this lesson was all about complex traits, and most traits are complex, and we learned about traits really for the first time in lesson 1. Now, there are two main types of complex traits. We have polygenic and multifactorial. Both are controlled by multiple genes, but only polygenic traits don't really have an influence from the environment, whereas multifactorial traits do. Now, among multifactorial traits that have a genetic and an environmental component, the variability seen among that trait can be explained using something called heritability. Heritability is on a scale from 0 to 1, and if there's a lower heritability under 0.5, then it means that variability is more influenced by the environment, whereas the higher heritability means that the variation in the trait can be explained by more of a genetic component, or by certain alleles. Now, one way to estimate heritability is to use studies of twins, both monozygotic and dizygotic. Now, we can use correlation in these studies to measure quantitative traits which vary continuously over a range, whereas we would use concordance to measure qualitative traits which vary discontinuously, which means unlike height, which can vary over a range of numbers from 5 feet to 6 feet to 7 feet, there are only certain options like blue eye color or brown eye color or green eye color. So in general, these multifactorial traits that show a range of variability, like our risk for breast cancer, can be measured on a spectrum. And overall, this is due to incomplete penetrance of particular alleles. So this throws a monkey wrench into the simple dominant and recessive traits we learned about in lesson 8. And then in our search for understanding the variability among multifactorial traits, we can use GWAS studies, or genome-wide association studies, to help discover correlative alleles that might influence these multifactorial traits. And we learned all about alleles in lessons 3, 4, and 6. Hopefully you enjoyed piecing all this information together. If you had some trouble, why don't you go check out the forums and see if you had any of the same questions that some of your classmates do.